In this video, what I'm going to show you is what I think is the most highly modified T4 OPS in existence. I know that's a large claim, but this pistol has had a lot of internal work done to it, and is also sporting an extended barrel. The barrel actually comes to the end just about, whereas the factory barrel stops about right here. It has an aftermarket optic, as you can see. The factory one is not really good for precision work, and I'm going to show you what this little modified gem can do. The T4s, I think, are a really nice platform. They do have some downfalls, and they can have some issues that make people not like them very much. In the beginning, I can say with my normal T4, I didn't have many issues with it, but for some reason, this T4 OPS, I had a lot of issues with it right out of the box. Misfiring, holding gas, just, I couldn't explain it. But 3 days it took me to modify this gun, and right now I think it is, to my opinion, perfection. The trigger, I actually destroyed 2 triggers before I got it right on the 3rd one. And this trigger is really nice. It actually allows the hammer to go all the way back before releasing, unlike the factory one, which will, sometimes it goes all the way back, sometimes it doesn't. Temperature is currently 80 degrees. The pellets I'll be using for the velocity test are the Winchester maximum velocity pellets. They are a domed alloy pellet that's 4.32 grains. Next up is the accuracy test. Distance is 20 yards. Let's go take a look. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. I think that's not too bad for a Crosman pistol, Crosman action pistol, and 2, this pistol, the T4, does not have the option of being cocked for single action. So every shot is double action. So you have that long trigger pull. That's 20 yards with a T4. Last for the shooting test, I have the cans down range. They're at 26 yards. I've got a couple of extra mags in my pocket, and I'm going to see if I can actually take them down. Farthest I've ever shot this pistol, and I have not tried this before, so we'll see what happens. 26 yards with the Crosman T4 OPS. Unfortunately, as you can see, maybe it's raining a little bit, and the temperature is like 70 degrees, which is actually pretty nice, but as you can see, the velocity is dropping really fast. But I hit them all. The Crosman T4 OPS. Right now, in its current state, I really like this pistol. Unfortunately, it took me a couple of days to get it to where it is now. As I stated initially when I first got the pistol, wasn't holding air, and it had an issue with misfiring. Not all the time, but every now and then. The pistol was disassembled. A longer barrel was installed. As you can see, it's coming out the end there, where the factory barrel would stop right here. And that did improve the accuracy and the power of the pistol. But the most important modifications were actually the ones internal wise. So I modified the hammer spring and the trigger spring, and I also modified the trigger bar. And that was most important because it gives you a more constant trigger pull. Although the trigger pull is a little heavier than what it was factory. I also shimmed the valve. The issue with that is that when the hammer was hitting the valve actually moves a little bit, and now it does not. And the last important modification I did to this pistol is the factory optic is actually much bigger, but since I'm using a little micro dot here, I actually cut the top rail here to make it easier to remove and install the rotary clip. You know, 2 days having this optic here, it actually came out to about right here, and it was cumbersome trying to get the clip into there. And I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and cut that. And I did, and vast improvement. Much easier. And that's pretty much about it for my highly modified T4 OPS. You really have to shoot this pistol to appreciate where it is now. And yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And that's it for today.